Hello subscribers and welcome to my channel. My name is Akash and on this channel we talk about money, personal finance and investing. Today I wanted to share with you 6 reasons why I'm heavily buying more of the Shopify stock going into its earnings and why I'm so bullish on the stock long term. By the way, I'll be sharing a lot of videos on Shopify and other stocks I own on the channel, so if you are interested in hearing more, please do make sure you subscribe down below. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and all the opinions expressed in this video are mine and mine alone. Do your own research, consult a professional before making any investment decisions. My videos are for entertainment purposes only. But that said, without further ado, let's get into the 6 reasons why I'm buying Shopify. The very first reason I'm buying Shopify is because it is literally at its 52-week low. If you look at the charts here, the 52-week low of Shopify is now $414, which is exactly the price right now at the time of recording. Every single growth stock is getting destroyed in this market today. And there are countless stocks at 52-week lows. And I have to take opportunity. I have to take the chance. As we all know, the market has been pricing in a multitude of things like the possible fears of a recession, rising inflation, the Fed raising interest rates more steeply than expected, and whatnot. But if we ask ourselves, is the company underperforming? Has the underlying business changed? Have the fundamentals of the company changed? Is the company failing to innovate and come up with new products and services? Are they not generating increasing revenues? And the answer to all of these is a clear no. The 52-week high for Shopify is like, I think, around $1,800, and today it's trading at $414. This stock is also down 65% year to date, which is just insane. So all of this to me is just an absolute steal, and it might very well be one in a many years opportunity, and I have to take advantage of that. And for me, as a long-term investor, I have to buy more. The second reason I'm buying Shopify is because of its very strong business model. It has got a very powerful customer-aligned revenue model, which means that when their customers win, Shopify wins. So just to explain that in a bit more detail, Shopify has 2 segments for their revenue. One is called subscriptions, one is called merchant solutions. Subscriptions are essentially what customers pay to access the platform. But merchant solutions are the things that happen when a merchant makes a sale. For example, there's transaction fees from which Shopify benefits. And there's potentially Shopify payments if they're using the shipping network or the fulfillment network. Now, subscription makes up about 31% of their overall revenue, and that's increasing steadily over the last 4-5 years. And merchant solutions seems to be growing at even a much faster rate. And that now merchant solutions makes up about 70% of the business. And it's really neat to see that merchant solutions are growing at a much faster rate than subscriptions, because that means that the merchants are thriving, continuing to sell more, and getting more out of the platform. So right now, Shopify has 1.7 million merchants selling on Shopify in over 175 countries, and that gives me a lot of confidence. The third reason I'm buying Shopify is because this company has a lot of financial stability. It has a massive amount of cash in hand compared to debt. And this is especially important when we have rising fears of recession. Because guess what? In the event of a recession, companies which have a low debt to asset ratio are more likely to make it than the others. And Shopify has got exactly that. Shopify has a debt to asset ratio of about 8%, which is much better than most of its competitors. The fourth reason I'm buying Shopify is because of the growing website traffic and popularity quarter over quarter. So if we head over to tip ranks, what we can see is, if you look at the quarterly data, compared to the previous quarter, Q4 2021, to the current quarter, which is coming up, or which is in progress, the total estimated visits on its website is up 28%, as you can see, which gives me a very good indication that the company is doing really well, in spite of not giving exact guidance for the revenue in Q1 2022. And most importantly, it tells me that it's helping sellers become more successful on the platform and thereby also providing value to the end customers. The fifth reason I'm buying Shopify is because of the absolute dominance of Shopify in the e-commerce market, and it's just behind Amazon. It is still in the hyper early growth phase, which is exactly where I like to invest. The total revenue for the full year 2021 was a 57% increase year over year. The subscriptions revenue grew by 48%, and the merchant solutions revenue grew by 62%, which is absolutely amazing to see for a growth company like Shopify. And I'm expecting Shopify to easily grow revenues at the rate of more than 30% a year, even 40% a year, year over year for the next few years. The sixth reason I'm buying Shopify is because the company announced a 10-to-1 stock split. Now, it is not one of the most important reasons, but it is still one good reason. It doesn't really change anything about the company or the fundamentals. It just makes the stock a lot more accessible to new retail investors. Now, you may argue and say that, with the new brokerage platforms that you have, you can buy fractional shares, so it's not really a big thing anymore. But in my personal opinion, it's still not a bad move, as it will still increase the demand. And it also shows that the management is really bullish, because if they were not bullish on the stock price going forward, they would not have done the stock split in the first place. So yeah, given these reasons, I'm buying more of the Shopify stock going into its earnings. It does not mean that I'm trying to time the market or gamble with the earnings call price movements. I'm a long-term investor, and I will hold the stock for as long as it takes me to get the returns that I expect. So with that said, I really hope you found some value out of this video. If it did, all I ask in return is for you to smash that like button down below. That would really help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, let me know in the comment section down below if you own some shares of the Shopify stock, or if you're planning to buy some. I will be sharing a lot of videos on Shopify and other related stocks on this channel. So if you're interested in hearing more, please do subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.